Alright, so today I want to improve my shower a little bit, and if you see my previous origami shower video, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, you could click up there. Before I sat right over here because there's a cabinet here, but now with this new foldable cabinet, I have this space and I want to be able to use this as a seat for the shower. I'll show you what I mean. So this will be my shower bench, and boy, there's just a ton of room to shower now. And what I got is this shower curtain. I'll leave a link for this too. It's a thick shower curtain, and it's extra long, and I do extra wide, and I do need it extra wide because I need it to wrap around the whole thing, so that I want to create a seat with the shower curtain. I mean, not create a seat. The seat's already there, but have it cover the seat so that it'll all drain, and I'll show you what I mean in a second.
Alright, so what I have here is just braided fishing line. I think it's like 50-pound fishing line, and if you ever use braided fishing line, you'll know it's very thin and it's very strong. So what I do is I just kind of wrapped it around this, and then I have a little mini carabiner, and the same thing to the other side, wrapped around the edge, mini carabiner, and this is going to hold my shower curtain. These shower curtains came with these what do they call them? Shower curtain hooks. And one thing I like about this over the metal is that it has this gap so that I could just slide it in without having to do that little hooky thing that you have for the metal ones where you have to push down. See, everything hooks up real nice and easy when you have those little hooks. So there's the idea for one side. So for the last one, I'm going to hook it right here so it has a stable pivot point so it doesn't keep sliding down. And this side will go up over here, and when the door's closed, I'll be able to hook it onto something later. The key is down here that this is all covered, and I have a seat that is waterproof, that it doesn't get into anywhere. So what I need to do is I could leave it like this, but water will get collected in all that bunch, so I need to trim it so that it fits perfectly around my shower tub. So we'll need to do that. Alright, so I did dispose of my original origami reusable disposable bed because of the stool poked some holes in it, and I showed you that in a previous video. But this time I want to see if I can make it even simpler. The origami setup with the side walls was very stable and it was very nice, but I want to see if I can make this even more simple and even more easy to dispose of if I want to. And the idea is that I could just kind of have the plastic laid out to shape. And the problem with this is that with the origami I was able to have a very stable side wall, but I want to see what I could do to make it stable enough so that everything stays in place, water doesn't get out, and I could easily fold it up too. Okay, so as I mentioned, for this disposable bathtub, I'm going to make it even less fancy, and basically just folding up the sides just like that. It won't be anything fancy, just folding up the corners. Just like that on all the corners, and with any luck, it'll be just as good with a lot less work. because it's not that fancy origami, I have this thing hanging there, so I'm just gonna tape that back too. All right, and there I have my reservoir. Let's put it in. And because there's no side support, I'm going to use the car's side support, and I'll show you what I mean. All right, so we're just going to put this in here. So it'll sit like that, and what we don't want is for this to happen because water will get there. So I want to be able to put up supports somehow, and I want to use magnets this time. And there are a few places that I could use the magnets on without doing anything at all, and I'll show you that in a second. So I'm going to use these rare earth magnets, and I'll put that down, and oops, it's already sticking to each other. It's very powerful. So first, and put the camera on the right spot, if I use this point right here, I could have a magnet sticking to that pretty easily, or I could use the frame of the wall of the car. So just something like that. Over here, I could either put it there or just put it on the frame. That just holds it. So this side, back side, I have these strap hooky things. So I could just put the magnet on there. There's another one. There's another one on this side. We'll put a magnet there. So that, those are easy. Right here, if you look on the other side of my board, I have some screws that I used to screw these things in, and I could easily put a magnet on those screws. So if I take the magnet, put it on the screw, there, so that holds it, and it's pretty stable. It won't slide over, and that is going to be even easier than my origami shower, which was also pretty easy, but this makes it even easier for me to dispose of if I don't feel like cleaning it, or it's ripped or beyond cleaning, whatever the case. So now, oops, let me put that back. Now what I need to make is the drainage hole. All right, so the disposable shower is back in, and I put the magnet on the screw right there instead, and right here. Just the two edges, the two corners seem to hold a lot better than putting it in the middle. And now I need to cut the shower and then see how it fits. All right, so the shower curtains are in. It's clear. You can see the way it lines up very well. This side I decided to hook up on this carabiner so it stays nice and stable. And there it covers the seat, and all the water will just drain down. And there's trimmed. So of course I can't wrap it around all the way because I'll have to close the door. But you could see how it goes. This side will wrap around there. But I'll show you how I'll do the inside. So for the inside mount, what I did is I put these paper clips here, and you can see how I just wedged it in there. And I'm going to use that to hook on to the other side. So let's test it out. All right, so this is how it looks on the inside. Pull that shirt back. You got this one here, and this one here. And if I sit down, I'll go here and I'll be able to take a shower and have plenty of space now. And now I can sit down. I don't have that portable bench anymore. You know, it could be a little bit better over here, I have the curtain high this time. Last time I had it low, so I was able to bring it over closer to the door. Now, since it's high, it's a little bit pushed up right here, but you know, it's still fine. I mean, I could still move. My left shoulder is rubbing against the curtain, but that's okay too. So this one will go like that, and I'm set. And just in case you haven't seen the previous video with the origami shower that I tested the different ways to shower, I'll show you the way that actually I think I'm going to go with. Instead of the electric one, I'm going to go with this, and we'll test it out, make sure everything drains well, same as last time. So the reason why I'm going with this and not the electric shower is because that one pumped a little too fast, and if you don't have a lot of hair, you just don't need that much water pressure. So this will help me conserve water a lot better, and I'll show you how simple it works. All right, so I open up the shower just so that you can see things, but of course it'll be the curtain will be drawn on the other side. And I'm just using this nozzle, and I only have about 1 liter filled of this 2 liter, and you can see it's really efficient. Now I get to sit here, take a shower, do what I want. And so the big test is if I shoot it up here, will the water all come down? Which I'm sure it will. There's no reason why it wouldn't. Yep, everything's holding up nicely. I don't want to sit down right now because it's wet. So, with that flow, still have about a half a liter left. Let's see how long it'll take to just consume the whole liter. Still have that much. And so another nice thing about having a clear bottle like this to use is you know how much water you have left, and you know when you could be a little conservative and when you could be a little bit more less conservative with how much water you use. But yeah, everything's holding up nicely, no issues. The flow is good. I'll show you. Alright, so let's just so that you can see the flow. So it'll cover up the whole thing. Everything will be nice and good. Alright, so that 1 liter is consumed now. It's just a regular 2 liter soda bottle that I refill. Put it there, and then if you need another one, you could just grab another bottle if you need to shower some more. So after you're done, of course it's going to be, depending on your level, it's going to be a little wet, so you just do that, get everything out. And if you're not level, you may need to just do a little bit of this and hold up. All drain it out. So my disposable shower bag. All right, so next up, I'm going to shake it all out. We're going to store it away. And you know, you don't have to clean it right away. You know, you want to let it drip dry a little bit more. I'm going to let it dry. So I'm not really going to fold this thing up the way I would like it to, but I just want you to see how small it is. So now the way I wrapped it, it's all the water's on the inside. So if you gotta go, you just wrap it up so it doesn't get all wet. Get all the water out of this guy. Oops, forgot my magnets. Same thing. If you gotta go, just fold it so that the water's on the inside. And then you can put that anywhere. You can fold it up nice. I'm not folding it up right now just because it's wet and I want to dry it out first. And that's it. Alright, now that I've let it dry in the sun for a little bit, a little breeze, it's all folded up nice. Let me put this where it belongs. Shoot. There, it goes right there. This one will go right there. So that's how my shower will store.